Okay, so let's continue with part 2 of Kingdom Come. Put my glasses on. Like the chat a sec. You don't really need the chat. Right, chat out the way. Let's get on with Kingdom Come. Okay. Those are the people that I killed last time? Yeah, they are, yeah. Oh, wonder what's in there. Some resources. Oh, alchemy bench, alright.
She's got a damn good setup here.
Okay. Right, let's talk.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you any more about us. I know he doesn't quite.
I need to apply some more bandages again. Bit bloody.
To decide what we can or can't tell you. And it's also true that we were
I only just cleaned myself.
by the pond. And as God is my witness,
Oh.
we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have 2 fresh corpses.
Reputation lost, reputation gained.
I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you, but be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Let's learn. Learn to brew a remedy.
Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
Well now, I thought your friend was just delirious with that talk about knights. But it seems there might be a grain of truth in it.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
The hut. So what, down here in the... Said the alchemy bench was down here. Brew a healing potion. Start alchemy.
First,
Right, recipe book. The recipe book is on the right. By pressing X, you can browse it. Which one? That one?
now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
You can flip through the book using L1, R1 by pressing triangle. You can switch between the recipes and the herbarium. When you are finished reading, go back to brewing by pressing circle. Just flip through the page. Look for sage. What are we looking for? Or are we just looking for a recipe? Herbane. St. John's wort recipes.
If you've read the recipe, get back to the bench.
We're looking at that one, right? Sleep heals faster, and if good quality, energy replenishes faster while sleeping. You will need wine to... What does that say? Oh, handfuls of chamomile and a handful of sage.
You must have read it by
Take
now,
the chamomile and boil for 1 turn. Bring the sage. Okay. Stir the
All right.
chamomile.
You have to pour the
Every
right
potion
base
every
into
potion
the
needs a liquid
cauldron.
base.
Choose the
Jugs
right
containing the
pitcher
bases can be
from
found in the shelf to the
on
left.
According to the recipe.
According to the recipe, or according to this text here on the left, it does as well. Select the right base and press X to pour it into the cauldron. Okay. Wine, spirits. What did it say again? So, sage, turn it.
What are you waiting for? Pour it
Wine,
in
wine,
there.
wine, wine. Okay, right, okay. To the table, and we need wine. Pour wine.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Move the cauldron down. They're like a... Oh, okay. There we are.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
Okay, and... Okay, confirm.
All right.
Prepare the herbs. Take a handful of herbs from the bag of chamomile and drop it into the cauldron. This adds 1 handful. Okay, so we need the chamomile. And handful and another handful.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long
This
you're
is
brewing
all in
it.
that
It's got
book,
to be
so
exact.
obviously she's telling me
Every grain of sand
how to do all this for a tutorial, but I'm gonna have to learn through the book for each time I do
When
this.
the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand cloth.
Ah, okay.
As soon as the
That's
sand
cool.
runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Okay. Remove the cauldron. Sand glass. Wait for it to go all the way back to the bottom.
Ain't
And then
that
move
enough?
up.
Take the cauldron off the flames.
Alright, that's cool.
All right. Now take one
Right,
handful of
sage. Same again.
grind it with a mortar
Oh,
and
okay, but
pestle, and drop it
grinding
in the
that.
cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a file and pour it in.
Potions can be finished by decanting or distilling. To decant the potion, take a file from the shelf on the left and select the cauldron holding. To distill, take the file and select the retort located below the cauldron by holding X.
Why haven't you decanted done?
Okay.
Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of them damn corpses what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
You get rid of fatigue by sleeping in a bed. Furthermore, your health regenerates while you sleep. What's down here? There's something else down here. Loot. There's something else as Can I? Ah, okay. Digging another grave, I guess. Wonder if I bring my strength up, I can carry people a bit faster. Probably. Right. Still have the shovel on me, don't I? Oh, there we are. I think that axe is not attached to anything there. It's just floating.
Fuck. This damn shoulder. Oof.
Wonder if I don't know. Well, hang on. Can I loot him still? Yep. Wonder if I take his clothes and then clean myself. Which way we go? This way. Back up the top. Right. I clean myself. Might need to apply a bandage as well. I wonder if I can wash my clothes. If I equip those. Pouch. Equipping a pouch will open up slots that you place potions food in. You can quickly, okay, yeah, so it's like a quick menu. Activate slot section. Okay. Equipping the belt will increase the number of slots you can equip items, weapons, shields, and ammunition to. You can then quickly swap between them in combat. Slots. The maximum number of slots you can have is 4, only by default, and up to 3 additional ones depending on the belt you wear. Combinations. One weapon, shield, or ammunition can be equipped in multiple slots, allowing you to create variable weapon sets. For example, you can combine one shield with multiple different weapons, such as a sword, shield, axe, and shield, etc. To equip the selected item to a belt slot, do the following. Okay. So I've got that equipped, right? Yep. Which one? We don't want that one. We need to eat. What's oh, that brings our nourishment up. You're not wearing a okay. You're not wearing a pouch. Can't I just eat it? Then why do I have to put it in my pouch? I'd say that looks alright. The minute. Select previous, select next. Okay. So does that just
I should eat something.
pressing that? Okay, and I can holster it. Select previous, select next. But obviously I don't have another weapon on me, so it's not going across. Can I wash myself again? Wash the blood off the clothes. Yeah, it looks like it's cleaned the blood off. Good. Bit better. Oh, do I need to dig a grave for him as well? So I've got to do him as well. Don't have to, but she's been a nice lady. It's the best we can do. Can I apply a bandage, actually? Can. Oh, okay, right, okay. I'm not bleeding, but I need health. Yep. What else did he have on him? Not really much else. Same things, really. In you go. Right. I never dug the grave back up. Put the soil back on. Can these attack you? I'm gonna get dirty again, aren't I? No, not too bad. Henry's got a rumbly belly. Right, let's go to sleep. Let's go to about there. 7 hours.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Better than yesterday.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
My father's sword.
The sword.
Yep.
The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
I am starving. You hear his belly. Perk points. Increase Henry's level will also give you perk points. You use them to... Okay. Yum, 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 yum. See it again. Right. Let me check what our nourishment is. A bit better. Can we just keep on eating? I wonder what happens if we keep on eating. And I can pour a potion in there. Okay.
It's empty.
Yeah, it's actually gone down as well. That's quite cool, actually. But yeah, that's better. Was there anything else that we can take? Some more bandages. Anything else? I don't see anything else. What's this? Do I have a lockpick on me? I don't want to lockpick it though. Doesn't seem right. Sit down.
Look who's finally up! Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal,
Oh, I
he got
remember
caught by
this,
a
yeah.
human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here.
We better move.
What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know. Audentes.
Fortuna.
Fortuna, yeah.
See now.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
finally
yeah.
learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Townburg.
For Townburg? What was that about then?
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Townburg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose.
I wonder what would have happened
And you
there if I
protected
didn't
her
take
when
the
she needed
axe.
it.
What kind of
I want to
dialogue would have
thank you
happened
for
in this
that.
in
Take
this scene?
potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn.
Interesting.
Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you, and we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure
I'm
I
gonna
could
take
find
that
the way to
apple.
Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Might as well take that one as well.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskovitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first.
Is anything interesting happening around these parts?
Them bandits is riding roughshod over the place. It's about time Lord von Burgau rousted them out. But I reckon you know something about that, huh?
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding.
Why is my stomach
Young Lord
always
Seven's
rumbling?
gonna marry the daughter of the bailiff of Troskovitz, Thrush. That's the biggest thing happening. Apart
Feel
from
it's
that,
definitely a joke from
a
the
band of
developers, isn't it?
nomads
Because
turned
he's
up here.
always
They
hungry.
got a camp somewhere down by the pond.
You said you'd shoot arrows at the Cumans. You can use a bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with it. I train up there on the cliff whenever I have a free moment. And the hares hanging in Ma's kitchen didn't just walk in by themselves. If they'd let me take part in the tournament at Trotsky Castle, I'd beat all the men hands down, but that'll never happen. So I have to make do with hares and a straw mannequin.
Let's end the
Yeah,
dialogue.
then.
What else does she have to say?
Can you tell me something about these parts?
What can I say? The village of Sheleov is nearby, and close to it there's a big traveller's inn. And to the north of Sheleov is Tachoth. They've got a blacksmith's there, and a small tavern. There's no love lost between the folks from Sheleov and Tachoth. They're always out to spite each other. Some dispute about some meadow.
That'll do.
Thanks. Those corpses have been taken care of. They're gone to rest by the stream.
Oh, thanks, Henry. I appreciate it. You did what you could. Me and the gravedigger will do the rest, so I ain't stuck with that corpse forever.
God bless.
Let's just look at this game, man. Look at the sun rays. Just look at this game. I mean, the first one looked pretty good. So, I mean, look at this. Right, let's talk to Capon.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Can't abandon our pup.
I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Right, let's get a move on. Is this just like a kind of cutscene, or is this like actual in-game graphics? Because it looks insane. No, cap on. Don't distract yourself.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
Anybody there?
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Must not be that important.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double! The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead.
Well,
We
he's
found
not,
his body by
because
the
he's right in front of
pond.
you.
His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir?
Who's coming?
There's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
Looks like we're gonna have to start from the bottom. Work our way back to the top.
The fuck was that? So now what? There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
We're gonna have to earn some more
As the
coin.
gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Yeah, we have to
First thing we
wash
have to do
ourselves
is
a little
get
bit more
ourselves into decent
first, and
shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
yeah, look a bit more
That's all very
respectful.
well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the bar
Easier to
single
approach.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenas. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are.
gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
It's that woman from the pond.
Or the one you gave us away for?
Is it? Oh yeah, it is the woman from the pond.
That witch. Wench.
Whoa, now.
I tell you. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
Got a Riz up.
I'd be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
Riz activated.
That's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Not. It's not me. Be quiet.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I thought we
Right,
divided.
just standing there like.
Never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Just wait for them to talk.
Why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Whoa. Where you going?
I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
What are you up to?
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're
What?
on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
Do you have a twin?
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Right, that did
Here's
not
your
work.
wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the
I
wine.
have no Riz at all.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
Who's coming?
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
But Capon is absolutely loving this.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, There's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You
Yeah,
have to
more
lay each
carrying.
sack on the planks so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Did we give too much away? Not sure. From far away.
I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Who is Samin?
Samin.
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda, and it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for
Sounds
VIP
Jamaican.
guests only.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
Is this the only tavern here?
In Truscovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
Right, let's
I'll
leave.
go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up.
Talk to Capon. Capon.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
Alright, Capon.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list, and that should.
And how are we gonna do that?
A cunning plan, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace
I mean,
at the gate wasn't
you kind of
enough.
do look like a beggar anyway, so we both look like beggars.
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people have to work their whole lives. So you should be able to manage it too, at least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Roman Catholic Church, feudalism, 3 states of man, and farming.
We don't have swords, and we don't know anyone who needs protecting. So what then?
So we're fucked until someone rolls up his sleeves and gets to work. By which I mean someone of the appropriate status, like
You're
you.
being a real asshole, man.
In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make
Excuse me? You're not gonna help me? Really?
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
They say clothes maketh the man, and you don't look much like a noble right now. So, I don't think the natural order will collapse if you get your hands dirty.
What do you know about a nobleman's honor? It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack
I'm just
wouldn't be
being...
here now.
I'm just
So
speaking
I think
facts.
I've done my fair share.
I'm being truthful. And I'm losing reputation for that.
Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then. So, you simply aren't going to work?
It's not appropriate.
Right. I'll get to work.
Keep on.
Well,
Come on, man.
If it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How?
Right.
Giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry, such is my nature.
Right. Over to the sacks. I mean, there's...
Who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
Yes, I am. There's hardly any sacks. Keep on, come on. Get yourself together, man.
God, I'm bored.
You can be a right asshole.
half heavy. Oh.
God bless.
Wait, is the pantry around the back here? No. It's in through the tavern. And down here. Oh. It'd be done in a jiffy if you would help me.
They're never good enough for you.
I don't want some good for nothing.
I wonder if I can ask someone to help me.
Capable and has a good head on his shoulders. And
Hold up. Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for yourself?
Wonder if can I talk to him?
Did you bring them? They're pretty heavy. How's it going? How are you?
Hmm.
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
Wait, did someone's... I just heard someone say something then. I'm in need of money.
Greetings. Going down not.
Hired hand. Ah, come on. I swear I heard someone say that I'm in need of money. There we are.
To you.
Likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
We're messengers from Ratai, here to deliver a letter to Lord von Burgov.
Should not have said that. I should not have said that.
And Sir Hanish of Lipa.
Hear that, Crazel? A messenger, he says.
Yeah.
Like a scarecrow to me.
He's a lame liar, all right. But he knows how to spin a good yarn. You can't deny him that.
I'm not lying. We're messengers. But everything got out of hand somehow.
Well, whether you're lying or not, no one will believe a word you say in them rags. What do they call you, lad? Ain't got a name, eh?
That pal of his called him Henry.
Oh, come on.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards. When I'm swamped with work, let's shake on it.
Why work in the smithy when you can work in my mill? The job's cleaner and less grueling.
Oi, I asked him first.
Let's prefer the smithy. I mean, he did ask me first.
So I spent my whole childhood at
Finders
the forge.
keepers.
I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me, that's a lot more than the last lot I had. Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan. That's me.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Samin.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Samin and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
Sod that, it's gonna be big. Even Lord von Burgo himself is gonna be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
So, how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that we needed there.
Aye. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
Bugger it. Cut the mysterious horse shit. You'll scare the lad. Look, if I'm satisfied with you in the smithy, I can guarantee you'll be at the wedding.
Or, if you came to help me at the mill, I'll get you there as well.
Keep your nose out, Crazel. The lad wants to work for me. It's his family trade, so don't try to mess with his head.
Well, maybe he'll change his mind.
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods.
Sneaky
Play
methods?
of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right.
I'll have to
Semin's
go
bound
in
to keep us
undercover,
down
maybe in the
first side of
dark.
this big day, so you won't get in without an invitation.
Would it be possible to get to von Berghoff, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
I haven't been here before, and I'd like to learn something about this region.
What's there to say? It's not a bad place to live.
It's usually peaceful, thank God. I don't like too much excitement.
You've got good reason to hide, I reckon.
That's enough of your mudslinging. It's actually good to live in an estate where the Lord's away most of the time.
That's true. Just a couple of villages, rocks, fields, not even a church worth the name, in fact. That's despite Otto van Bergo being one of the kingdom's most powerful nobles. The darkest place is under the candlestick, as they say.
When his lordship isn't in these parts, his chamberlain stands in for him. Ulrich von Schomberg's his name.
I saw him on the gate tower, when he sent us packing like beggars.
Aye, he's a right haughty bastard. On the other hand, he can be negotiated with.
If you can get to him.
So it's peaceful here. Is that all?
Aye. Except there's more trade right now because of the wedding.
But we'll be back to our old ways in a month from now, thank God.
About that job.
I look forward to seeing you at the Tachov smithy.
I'd like to ask about the wedding again.
You've heard all you need to know.
Yeah.
I've got to be going.
Wait.
Let's move on.
Else I want to ask.
Oh, come on.
With the truth, you ain't no messengers.
We really are. We didn't look like this when we left Ratai. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
Right. Let's just get on with the bags. In that time, you could have helped me, Capon. Oh, he looks a bit drunk.
Did you say something?
I'm the son of the bailiff.
Oh, what's going on here?
I'd expect you to be more sympathetic towards people who've been ambushed when you've got so many bandits and other rabble here.
We are sympathetic, but you're no nobleman, just an ordinary big mouth.
How can you say that, you numbskull? I keep telling you, we lost everything.
Would a sensible nobleman set up camp in such a stupid place? Somewhere by a pond? Out in the open?
What do you know about it?
More than you, judging by the shit you talk.
Damned insolence. You're just an idiot, a stupid, ignorant village yokel.
Hey, your insults are starting to fucking annoy me.
Well, you've been annoying me the whole time.
He comes here from God knows where, talks out of his ass, and is then rude to boot?
I'll have you all horsewhipped for this one day, you curs!
You should be careful you don't get a beating first. You know what? I've had enough of your
Uh-oh.
bugs. Sit down and shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Just try it, you worm. Just try it.
I might just do that.
Well, what are you going to do then?
Ignore those people. We don't need any more problems. Don't let them provoke you, all right?
I'm perfectly calm. Some local wretches can't unsettle me. Keep working and take no notice of me.
Don't say another word. Those village yokels aren't worth it.
Henry, stop lecturing me like I'm some little brat and get on with your work.
Reputation lost again.
I know how to get to the wedding. I spoke to the blacksmith and the miller. They're both invited and can wangle a way in for the two of us. That is, if we work for them.
Henry, I reckon they said something a bit different. They can get you into the wedding if you work for them.
Again, with this. Come on, Capon.
Yeah.
Lucky for us.
You have to actually put in some effort here and work.
I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass. Is it a bit early for that?
Time to lug another sack.
You'll be finished in a jiffy.
That's what I said.
You're right, but
That's what I said. It'll be done in a jiffy. If you helped me as well.
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year.
I almost just kind of want to punch him in the face. It's tempting.
How's life treating you? Not too bad. I was wondering if you'd lend me your puller. Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you out? Why is this sure? Where could I find a decent apprentice?
What did you say?
Oh, here we go.
Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Thrusky. Making camp in such an
He's doing
unprotected
the Arthur
place
meme.
is suicide.
Doing the Arthur fist meme.
Supposed to make camp smart ass.
Hold it back.
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
You're the fool here.
You're gonna start as well?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel.
Wow,
who
this
fancies himself
my
as a
reputation in
military
this
strategist.
village is not
I
going
don't
well.
believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Ooh. Whoa. Here we go. Here we go. Oh.
Don't spare him!
Fucking hell!
Another kick. Right. Left. Oh. Oh. Save my stamina. Save my stamina. You gonna attack? I'll attack. Okay, he's attacked me. Save the stamina. Why is my stamina going so low so quick? We have to beat these guys. Punch him in the back. What? Oh my god, there's so many. This did not go well. Lock off, lock off. I need to attack him.
Help me! He wounded me back!
Gone into picture mode. Oh.
Useless!
Move. Unbelievable, Jeff. Ow, 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 ow. How do I get myself into these situations constantly? I need to attack this guy. Hit him in the back. Hit him in the back. I'm getting attacked from every angle here. What is... I feel like something has definitely gone wrong here. Back, 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 back. I'm gonna eat an apple. Nope. Can't use them in combat. Great. Attacked him quite a bit though.
Don't spare him. Now you're finished.
Fuck. Fuck.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds.
Are we going to jail? What? Keep on. Oh my god. Great.
Bastards!
Absolutely great.
Cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak?
Things supposed to go this way.
Shut up and done some work. We'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up. Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals?
Things are not going well with us two right now.
Listen to me and calm down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance.
We are
If it hadn't
pulling
been for
out
me, we
fast.
wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't
Need to
getting
calm
up.
down.
I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Things are not going well.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Go!
Wow.
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Every one of your actions has consequences. If you commit crimes, the world around you and its people will react to them. What is a crime? Anything an honest Christian should avoid is considered a crime. One must not kill innocents, steal, break into other people's homes, harm people or domestic animals, and disturb their peaceful lives.
I suppose I really
Right.
do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Henry.
Well, come on. I don't bite. Do you have anywhere to go? Somewhere to sleep? You don't look like you're in a rush anywhere.
Who are you?
What's your story?
What would you say? Right now, I'm slightly scruffy nothing.
But I don't have any money. Look at me. I don't have anything at all.
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes.
Yeah,
probably
I
right.
suppose.
It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Okay.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Where are you headed, if you're only passing through here?
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a naria groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Glad to have met you.
It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Right, all the icons have popped up on the compass now. What is that? Is that like a nest up there? I can shoot that down with some arrows. Look at the map. Okay, so we've got all our main quests. I zoom in a bit. I think I'm zoomed in completely here.
Doesn't it bother you walking around here like some kind of animal?
No, it doesn't bother me. And if you don't shut your trap, I'll beat you like an animal.
My word.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
I wasn't doing it. I was not lockpicking the door. I was not touching it. I was nowhere near it. Any side quests? Combat training 1. Let's go and see Tomcat. Where is Tomcat? Is that Tomcat?
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Yeah. There's like an exclamation mark in there. Someone in there with a quest, I think. Tomcat in here? Like,
Are you blind?
there's another quest over here.
So prospered, you said.
See? That wasn't...
How can I help you this fine morning?
As the local scribe...
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
Right. So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to tell me where, right?
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachov. He might at least sell you an iron helmet.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armor suit you?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
Oh, come now. Surely you're not going to keep that legend to yourself. Do a fellow
Yeah, he
scholar
wants
a
he
service.
wants to tell me the legend.
Youngster, being able to piss your name in the snow doesn't make a scholar out of you.
I beg your pardon?
All right.
What?
No need to lose your temper. I'll tell you. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Where did Brunswick's armor come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyek of Württemberg, who built Trusky. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armor of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad and died on his way back to his king, specifically while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armor back, but Lord Chenyek didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but fortunately Lord Chenyek was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Trusky and the armor to the king.
Okay.
Chenyek was broke. How come?
Because of building his castle. Trusky may be impressive, but it's too expensive for a nobleman. Even the king had difficulty paying for such a castle.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armor, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armor. Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armor here, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight, each piece in a different place.
Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale?
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince
Right,
Vladislav
because
II got the lion for our coat of arms.
it's
for
a
helping
legend.
Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
We need to
Well,
gain some more
why not?
reputation.
Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
Well, what do we pick?
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
Damn. He didn't come back, did he?
Don't skip ahead. We'll get to that. Brunswick's party set
Blimey, this legend is a long one.
They were drawn in.
Goes
by
on and
night
on.
With a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called Noh came to the island to hunt.
Noh.
And so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, the dragon is certainly much stronger than a lion, so I suppose he sided with the dragon, right?
Nonsense! Brunswick rushed to out the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup, so it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armor?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
Yeah, that didn't ring a bell.
Uh-huh. And that was supposed to help me, eh?
Answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got
He's-
east, west, midday, midnight. Well, thanks a lot.
Hold on, I'll give you something else. Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor.
Okay.
But this is certainly true, because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it, as a keepsake. And now, go.
Okay, so we have to solve a riddle to find that armor somewhere. Blue trespass. Blue trespass means you are on private property and its inhabitants will tell you to leave. Okay. Right, let's go to... Where is he? Over off in that direction to the... What was it again? To the combat training.
How could I have forgotten about him?
Tomcat.
Maybe because I don't think he'll be able to solve my problem.
Hang on. Not over there. That's something else. That must be the main quest, maybe. Oh, that's... Yeah, let's go and see... Okay. But he's quite far away for that. Find what happened to Mutt. Where's that to then? That's all the way over here as well. Just for the minute. Maybe let's just stick with... Or we could try and... Where's the riddle? Is the place of the riddle around here somewhere? Oh, let's go there for... See what that is.
Hey, did you forget your clothes somewhere?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have any clothes on, do I?
Just change it.
I think I need to clean myself somewhere. Oh. Need some clothes.
Hey,
I'd like to buy something.
if it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's...
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he kind of just ran off.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle.
Yeah, well, we tried.
It's a long story.
To no avail.
My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to
Why
talk to
not?
Zoo Boy,
Why not?
But he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
Well, it says, yeah, he has stuff to still tell me.
What's new, bailiff?
Nothing special, fortunately. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far.
Yeah, I was in
that's
that.
how it was until recently.
I was in
at
that brawl.
least.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my god. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, bailiff. Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the...
I can't help you with that.
What's new in the count?
I heard Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Gelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region. Now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting.
Right. Learned a new skill. Player. In the player tab, you can find all important information about Henry's stats, abilities, and current status. Throughout the game, you will earn perk points, which you can use to improve your stats, skills, and weight. Warfare capabilities. In the other tabs, you find buffs that can temporarily affect Henry's status. Okay, so we have our main stats. We have our deride stats, our dialogue stats. I learned Grocer. Where's that to? Is it on this part? That's reputation, stat. Main level. Survival. Down here in the survival somewhere? No. Oh well. Let's open the map up. See where some of the quests are. Other way, other way. Oh, that's getting really annoying. Fresh graves. Okay, so we'll check the fresh graves out next time on the next live stream. Go all the way back there for Mart. That's Tomcat over there. And then we have the main quests over there. But it doesn't look like we have many things to look at here. Rest to kind of investigate. There is that riddle to look at. But we'll do that next time. Wait, what? Why is some... What? Hello? Why did you just push me? Search me?
Hurry up! Go ahead and search me.
Look at me.
Got nothing to hide.
Yeah, I've literally got nothing to hide. Look at me.
Everything in order. Carry on.
Like, look at me. I've got nothing on me. I look suspicious to you. Like, what the hell am I gonna rob? Ah. You're lucky I'm gonna end it here, or else I would have got you.
Peace, and we won't have any problems.
Well, that is the end of part 2. See you in part 3.